Hello, everybody. I thought of this song today, and I thought it would be a cool kind of challenge or a thing to break down in terms of harmony and kind of working on harmonies and singing along together. So see if you remember this song. It's more from when I grew up. I'm 39, but a lot of people still remember this tune, I hope.
If you could only see the way she loves me, maybe you would understand.
By a band called Tonic. I think this came out in the 90s, kind of in one-hit wonder territory. I don't mean to be disrespectful if other people know the band and they know them well and they had more hits, but to me, I kind of only remembered this tune closer to when I was growing up. So, great song, great harmonies in the chorus. So that's what we're going to go over. Let's sing it together. Let's go over it together. Everybody shut up. I'm going to sing stuff. Let's do this.
And I tried so hard to heal this wound, this pain I feel.
All right, so hopefully, like I said, you remember this tune. Great song, cool voice too. I mean, we don't have to break down his voice too much, but there was a lot of bands kind of around that time, like the Goo Goo Dolls, for example, that kind of sang in like a whispery tone, and then it got a little bit raspy sometimes. And I'd give up forever to touch you. And this is similar to that in that he's kind of telling the story in a way, a love story, but if you could only see the way she loves me, then maybe, and it kind of has that angsty feeling. But anyway, I'll shut up about that. I want to go over this chorus. So I recorded this in Pro Tools. If you want to join me on Patreon or your own Patreon, I'm going to put this file, this Pro Tools session, up so that you can just go over this as well. You can take my voice out. You can put your voice in. You can have your grandmother sing it with you. I don't care what you do with it. But that's always fun to be able to kind of give people stuff like that. I played it on piano, so let's kind of listen to what I did first. I didn't warm up. I didn't try to go for perfection. I didn't sit here and go like, everybody needs to know how great I am so that I didn't do all that. I just kind of sang it decently, sang the harmony part decently from what I remember, and let's listen to that now. Hopefully there's not too much of a big difference in volume here, or I'll try to fix that in what we call post. So here we go.
If you could only see the way she loves me, maybe you would understand why I feel this way about our love, and what I must do. If you could only see your blue, her eyes can be when she says she loves me.
So that's the instrumental track that I downloaded from the internet. Don't tell anybody. And then, like I said, I just tried to sing over top of it. So, and typically, there's some compression and things like that, but not really much else. There's some verb. I can turn on my vocal chain here. I kept it relatively simple. At least I thought I did. Oh, it changed. I'm sorry. Mic 1, here we are. So I've been getting a little bit of phase issues when I'm recording my audio at the same time with this, but I can do this at the same time. So now, let's listen to these together without the music. And like I said, not perfect, not auto-tune, not anything like that, but let's listen to it. And again, it's just me singing. It's not me really trying to mimic him or anything like that.
If you could only see the way she loves me, then maybe you would understand why I feel this way about our love and what I must do.
So one thing I really love is those way about da 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 da, and what I must do. If you could only see her blue, her eyes can be when she says. It doesn't matter if you don't get them in there perfectly, and I know I didn't, but I do love hearing this do-do-do, do-do-do. So now, really quick, let's take a listen to just roughly how these piano lines work together. Let's see what we got here. So this is the both parts of the song, and like I said, I kind of recorded the piano roughly so that I could kind of break these down if you have trouble separating. But listen to how beautifully, even rough, these play together. So there's an octave jump. And what I must do. There's cool things in there. So like I said, I'm going to leave this in Patreon so that you can go over the whole thing because I don't want to bore everybody to death here. But let's try to do some of these things together, shall we? So I'll put on my mic here and see if you can do the harmony. I'll sing the main line, and then we'll switch it up. See if you can do the main line, and I'll sing the harmony. And like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's just working on these harmonies. And how can you work on harmony? I should answer that because everybody's going to ask, like, how do I work on these things? One of the main things I did, I'll start off by saying this. This isn't what people want to hear either, but I was born with the ability to harmonize, and I don't know why, and I didn't really have to work on it. Obviously, I have worked on it or gotten better, but for me, for whatever reason, it's a part of my DNA to be able to do that. I've been at shows before, and people like, dude, Sterling, come up and sing with us. And I don't even know the song, but I can pick up on things really quickly and start harmonizing just right on the spot. And like I said, it's not like it's a superpower or anything that people are just like, oh my God, pull those pants down and give it to me. Good Lord. But anyway, sometimes people have a lot of trouble with this or separating between other things. And obviously, if you do, you're going to have to practice this kind of stuff more. You might have to practice singing in key more. You might have to practice your scales more. But eventually, I think you can kind of get your tone and start understanding these vibrations and getting better with these things. One of the main things I like to do still is I will sing a song and sing none of the original notes. Just sing all around, high, low, sing anything but the original key. So take any song that you love and that you know really well that you sing and just keep staying off of that main line. Do anything you can to stay off that main line. So I could try to do that with this, but obviously I'm going to probably keep being dragged back into the actual harmony. But, you know, when you're driving around, when you're practicing, make it a priority where you're just going to sing nothing in the main line of that song and keep trying to make yourself deviate. Sometimes you're going to hit the same note. Sometimes you're going to be a little off or whatever, but it's a fun challenge. It's definitely going to make you better to just jump in and be like, okay, we're harmonizing right now. But anyway, okay, so let me see if I can put this on. I'll sing the main line of this. Do you know the lyrics? Look them up. And here we go.
If you could only see the way she loves me, maybe you would understand why I feel this way about our love, what I must do. If you could only see how blue her eyes can be when she says she loves me.
All right. Let's jump back, and I'll do the harmony, and you do the main line. Isn't this fun going back and forth like this? That's fun. So I should be, hopefully if all this shit's recording correctly, I should be a little bit on the right so that I don't have the harmony going straight up the middle. I'll put myself over here around 35. Sorry for the echo. Here we go. This is harder to sing as a male because it's let's just shut that down for a moment because it's pretty high and his voice is a little bit higher than mine, so I got to kind of mix and do some things to kind of get that to come out correctly, and I might it might not be the most sexy thing you've ever heard, but let's try it. All right, ready? You're gonna do the main line, I'm gonna do the harmony.
If you could only see the way she loves me, then maybe you would understand why I feel this way about our love, what I must do. If you could only see how blue her eyes can be when she says she loves me.
Oh, it's so awesome. So again, I would love to do more things like this. If you got something out of this, that's great. If you want to work on harmonies, like I said, you can work on this. You can jump into Patreon with me. I'm always happy to give lessons and teach people. But yeah, keep working on your scales. Keep working on, moving from the first to the third to the fifth, things like this. Well, I don't have my piano on, but let me turn it on. Where is it? Yeah. This is a great exercise. And then just take one note. Then start taking random notes anywhere. and then try to do it minor. Those kinds of things really get you ear trained. So good to see you. Short video. Hope everybody's doing well. I will see you soon.